Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series. We're going to be playing Steel Division Normandy 44. This is not a brand new game. It's been out for, I think, since February, March, something like that, the beginning of the year. Unfortunately, when it came out, I had a lot of other stuff on my plate and wasn't able to get around to playing this. I played a little bit of the tutorial back then, and that was about it. And I've been wanting to do a Let's Play for this for a while, just because it's something I wanted to play through myself, and I figured I would share it with my viewers. I have, in the last day or so, played through the tutorials again, just to kind of refresh what's going on. I've also recently played through the first mission of the campaign. We're going to redo it because I didn't play much of it. I guess I finished it technically, but I was not recording it at the time when I want to go ahead and start at the beginning and kind of go through and record it. Part of my reason for wanting to play this game is I do like a lot of the World War II history and things like that, and this game really fits right in that category, so to speak, with me. It reminds me a lot of a game from probably 10, 12 years back called Close Combat. It's a real-time strategy game where you get units that carry over from mission to mission. They kind of level up a little bit and get some more experience and become stronger, better units, whatever. And whatever you lose, you don't have for the next mission. So this has got that similar type of feel to it. So yeah, like I said, I really like the kind of the World War II motifs, a lot of things. There's a lot of other World War II games that I like to play that I may feature at some point. But for now, I think this is a good one. It seems to fit in a good spot for right now where I'm at with other series. So let's get to it. We're starting off with Mission Boston. This is a medium difficulty mission. So that's probably a really good place to start. We are playing as the Allies, the 82nd Airborne Division. And it's basically the Normandy invasion is kind of what we're going for. So Mission Boston was the codename for the U.S. 82nd Airborne's combat drop over Cotentin on June 6th. This veteran division from Sicily and Italy played a crucial role in D-Day's planning, for it landed at the extreme right flank of the invasion, which it had to secure at all costs. Although the drop went better or less badly than its sister division, the 101st, the 82nd was scattered all over Cotentin, and as a consequence, understrength or ad hoc units went on fighting to secure objectives intended for much larger outfits, such as Saint-Mere-Eglise and Merderet crossings. So, obviously, we're paratroopers. We're dropping behind enemy lines, and we're going to be outnumbered. I mean, that's the whole point. Get back there, cause an alternative flank for the main force who's coming up from Normandy to be able to do what they need to do. So, our first one is Hedgerow Hell, and so the invasion is well underway, although not exactly as we planned it, but we will start the war from right where we are. As for you, the primary objective of your task force is to secure the crossroads at Autoville-la-Hubert, I don't know French, sorry, and ambush any German forces trying to move against Utah Beach. Then counterattack as soon as possible to open the way for of Saint-Mere-Eglise for the 4th Infantry Division's assault units. Speed is of the essence here. Your secondary objective is to locate and silence the heavy AT guns and howitzers slowing the 4th Division's advance inland. So we've got to take the city and then hopefully get up there and take out their anti-tank guns and howitzers to help the landing force come through. Secure way for the D-Day tanks. All right, well, let's get in here. Let's go. Let's do this. Like I said, a lot of this I do not know. I'm not familiar with. This is kind of cool, little tidbits.
Last night, American and Allied airborne forces boarded their planes and took off towards France. Shortly after midnight this morning, and despite the German anti-aircraft defenses, our boys set foot behind enemy lines in Normandy. In the meantime, at dawn, the greatest armada ever assembled opened fire and proceeded to land assault troops on the shores of France. The liberation of Europe is underway as we speak.
All right, pretty cool. Oh, here's our mission, our actual battle plan here.
Both airborne divisions have been blown to the four winds all over the Cotentin Peninsula. Let's hope it'll disorganize the Germans as we planned.
Cotentin. That's how you say that.
We seem to have landed at the boundaries between our 82nd and the 101st. Way too far from the division's objectives at Saint-Mere-Eglise and the bridges over the Merderet River. Yet, we aren't the only ones completely off mark. The first amphibious assault wave has just hit the beach right on schedule, but much further south than planned. That is, just east of our present position. New orders from Division HQ, sir. You are placed in charge of a provisional task force, gathering any isolated paratroopers in the area, whatever their unit, and securing Eau-de-Ville-la-Hubert to allow our ground force to exit the beach as quickly as possible. The city and vicinities are held by a mere company of infantry. We must seize it as quickly as possible and put Eau-de-Ville in a state of defense to repel any attempts by the Germans to recapture it, and then counterattack quickly to open the way. The German coastal defenses are manned by auxiliary troops of poor military value, but they are supported by heavy guns. Any help we could provide in destroying those guns would hasten the amphibious forces' advance inland.
Alright, so we're going to be coming at this city from both sides, it looks like.
Compose your battle group.
So yeah, we're going to be coming at the city from both sides of this road. At the same time, we got to be pushing up towards the beachhead to be able to come up behind the guns that are there, holding off the rest of the forces. And presumably, if we clear out those guns, some of our forces can come through and help us hold on to the city here. So yeah, let's get our battle group. All right, so it looks like they've got us kind of a basic battle group already set up. There's a couple spots available that we can put in our own stuff.
To detect infantry positions and machine gun nests, which could hamper our advance.
So we've already got
Pathfinders are elite troops and can engage isolated enemies at close range, while two-man recon teams should be kept away from any fighting. Their only job is to keep their eyes open.
All right, thank you. So these are just little scout groups. There's some more recon. These guys actually have machine guns. This was actually got a little bit more of a armored carrier. Now there's three phases for the battle. There's phase A, B, and C. I guess they effectively call one combat recon, the second one skirmish, and the third one battle. The requisition points that you get for each phase goes up as you can proceed through the battle, and each phase is I believe 10 minutes long. So we will only have access to the A troops for the first 10 minutes of the fight, and then so on and so forth. Once you get to B, you can have access to both A and B, so you don't just lose the A or anything like that. You'll get the collective of all of them. So we will want a mix of some of both, because typically the Bs and even the Cs are a little bit stronger. So when you get to those, you do want to be able to have those units available. But we also want plenty of the early ones to make sure we're able to hold our initial ground. Let's see. We've already got two A's and a B. I'm thinking another B would probably be okay, because another thing to note is each of these comes with a stack of cards. And so this is actually 4 deployments worth of Pathfinders. This is 4 deployments worth of recons. This is only 3 deployments worth of recons, but it comes with this M20 tank, which is, I say tank, armored carrier, I should say, that has the machine gun and stuff. So let's get another one of those. Let's right click, right? Something. Why can I not? Am I not able to select you? Oh, we're already at 20. Oh, I was not paying attention. I saw the open spots and thought we had more available. So you know what? We may just go with this. Let me just look it over real quick. Okay, I'm okay with the 2 A's and the B. That's going to be perfectly fine. The infantry units, a whole bunch in the front load of A's and a few B's. Let's check on these real quick to see if there's any C's that we might want to go for.
We should spread them and keep them moving to overrun enemy positions. Airborne engineers equipped with flamethrowers are fearsome in close encounters, while M2 HB 50 caliber machine guns deliver cover fire in open fields.
All right, thank you for your tidbits of information. All right, so we got a couple leaders. These are the guys that are going to be able to lift up the morale, so to speak, of the other guys and kind of boost their stats a little bit. We've got a couple some heavy machine guns here. We got some also coming up in phase B. Looks like these are 7.62 millimeter. These are actually 12.7 millimeters, so they're much heavier. Some more leaders coming up in phase B, and then just a mixed match of just different engineers and rifles and things. Looks like these engineers actually have flamethrowers, which is kind of cool. We have no tanks in this one, which is interesting.
Jeeps and M20 command cars are our cavalry. Their 50 caliber machine guns will pin down the enemy infantry and rout light vehicles. Their mobility allows them to intervene wherever they're needed, but they must be kept out of harm's way, as they are very fragile.
Alright, so these are support units. So they are machine gun units, which is interesting. We also have the Jeep supply units, which will be able to supply our other troops, and then an M20 command unit, which is just a kind of like the scout one we had earlier, but it's actually also a command vehicle to help us out. So I think this is probably okay. We can go ahead and stick one of these ducks, if you will, in there, but I think the Jeep supplies are going to be plenty because these are just more supply, if I remember right. 15,000 supply. These are only 5,000, but we do have 3 of these, so I think we'll be okay.
M3 and M5 guns are our only units with long-range anti-tank capability. They must be deployed with a clear line of sight once Auduville is secured to ambush the enemy convoy coming from Saint-Mere-Eglise. Bazookas are deadly, but can only be used in close-range action.
So we're not explicitly bringing any bazookas at the moment. And do I want any? I mean, some of these guys will have some bazookas with them. There's 66 millimeter heat, 66 millimeter heat. Is that the same thing as these guys? Yeah, so the same thing. So these are just smaller, specific, bazooka units, which, we could bring some with us, but I think I'm actually okay with the actual tank, anti-tank units themselves. A couple light ones, one of the heavy ones, and then we get a couple more heavy ones later on in the phase B. No anti-air, no air. We do have some artillery though.
And howitzers are the answer to our paratroopers being pinned down by an enemy defense position. Shelling or smoking a machine gun is a very efficient way to silence it.
So we are bringing in some phase A mortars, and some phase B mortars. The phase B mortars are a little bit heavier, 81 millimeter as opposed to 60 millimeter. And then we got some howitzers coming in as well. And I think that's a pretty good mix as well. So yeah, I'm okay with the ones that they gave us. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get going.
Troops ready for deployment, sir. Just give the order to launch the offensive when you're ready.
So it looks like we do not get access to these guys up here yet. Let's see how do I want to rotate this. Kind of just want to rotate it this way, even though it's technically east up there. This way I can kind of sandwich these two guys and then go well, the way I'm facing north, but effectively east. So I think this is going to be a fine facing to kind of keep track of where everything's at. So we got the Saint-Mere-Eglise road here. We're going to have to defend that as soon as we take Auduville. So we've got to make sure that we've got some units ready to position down there. There's probably some anti-tanks, some machine guns, things like that. We still have 100 wreck points, so we could drop a couple more units down here. Let's see, what do we got available currently? We've got a couple scouts. We got a supply jeep next to these mortars, which is perfect. And a couple sets of troops. An AB leader and a couple rifles, an AB leader and a couple rifles. No machine guns. So we might actually want a couple machine guns laid down as well. What else could we bring? Some anti-tank guns. I don't know that we'll need those right away. More mortars would always be good. And some more recon could also be good. Alright, I'm actually thinking of dropping a couple machine guns down here. I'll just bring you back up to here. And then maybe another mortar. What am I looking for? Artillery. Another mortar, just kind of get up with this group as well. And actually I want you guys to make sure you unload kind of at these spots. Where are you at? There you are. Alright, let's try something like that. And that should be fine. We'll get some guys up into these trees. We'll get some guys around to this other side. And obviously with the guys coming from the opposite direction, we should be able to get some flanking maneuvers and whatnot going on them. Alright, let's go ahead and launch battle. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm going to go slow it down to bullet time just for a moment so I can give some orders. Pathfinders, how about you guys kind of swing back over this direction? Start with that. You guys up here. So what's the vision here? Pretty low vision around here. So how about you guys kind of swing up this direction, get into these buildings up here. So that'll work. Rifles. Why don't you guys go ahead and move up into these buildings as well. My assumption is that the guys are up here. Obviously, we can see the line, so they've got to be over that direction. So they're not going to be in these buildings initially. Got the scout coming across the road. I think these other guys should come across the road as well. In fact, how about all of you just bring yourselves across the road over here. Kind of go across this tree line here is my goal. All of you guys, both of you guys at least, and first two guys that are already unloaded, just scoot up a little bit. You're going to be heading behind here just to make sure you're in range. You machine gun should be getting unloaded. Let's go ahead and unload you explicitly. We'll speed you up just a little bit, make sure you get unloaded. And we're going to move you up to, make sure you come in from the behind, but kind of come up to that corner there. You as well, go ahead and unload. Alright. You're going to kind of sneak up this direction. Just kind of give us a whole line of artillery here and some supply jeep behind them. Okay, let's go ahead and go normal time. Let's get these things going. Actually, you know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to start moving you north. Just to get some spotting up that direction. I don't think we're going to need the spotter down here explicitly. Oh, looks like there's some guys here. We can see the gunfire from them. Getting these buildings. You guys go ahead and move up a little bit more. Scout, go ahead and move up to these trees. I'm just kind of get an idea of where they're at. We can be a little more explicit with some of the stuff. So far, nothing. I'm sure they're going to surprise us pretty quickly, though. We do have some more requisition points. I think what I'm going to do, let's get a group of Pathfinders to come up this direction as well. I just really want to find out what's there before we can start sitting some guys up that way. Right, so these Pathfinders here are still not finding anything yet. Guess we'll come up to this tree line here. You guys come up to this tree line here. Stay behind these trees, hopefully. You guys still not finding anything. Alright, there's some machine guns right there. Back off, back off. You guys, go ahead and drop some smoke right up there. Alright, so that blocks his side a little bit.
Sir, yes, sir. Lipton, Malarkey.
Let's get these guys up close. Machine gun, get there, get ready to fire on him if that smoke goes away.
Ready, sir.
Alright, you're shaking at the moment. Once your commander gets close, you'll be fine. You guys, go ahead and move up to these houses up here.
Where do you
Keep on moving up that direction a little bit. You go ahead and unload.
This is where you get off.
And move up to this tree line here. Ah, hello. Found some guys. Back off, run away. Alright, well we found some. Alright, how about you, Mortar? Sneak up there and start firing on those guys.
Smash the entire area.
Alright, got some guys on the other side here. As soon as the smoke pops, we're going to be able to see these guys pretty quickly.
First platoon. Easy company.
fact, why don't you guys just get in those buildings?
Open fire!
All right, well, we lost a few guys, probably more than we should have. But we did get him.
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die! Sir, yes, sir!
Actually, you come over here to that one. You come down here to this one. All right, so there's more guys coming in. We got a lot of requisition points. Okay, let's hold down for a second. That way I can plan out some more maneuvers. You go ahead and get up into that building. Mortar. Okay, you're going to come up to this tree line here. You guys are going to come up to these buildings. All right, you're going to drop some actual fire on this guy.
Adjusting on target.
And then you are going to drop some actual fire on that guy. You're still moving up that direction, which is fine. You're over here in position, but you're not going to be able to see anything at the moment. We still know where he was at, though. Everything else looks fine, so let's go ahead and go back. Oh, we need requisition stuff. Probably so we can get some units going up that direction. We are going to need some anti-tank units at some point. It might be okay to get one now, just, you know, deal with this vehicle at least a little bit. So let's get one on the road over here. And then let's get an actual infantry unit coming up north here. Probably the engineers. Come up to this tree line here. In fact, we will say, well, once we get you going, we'll have you unload there.
Locked and loaded, sir.
All right, so we're getting some artillery fire. Oh, going very slow. We're getting some artillery fire on him now, which is good. You guys go ahead and unload at this tree line here.
I'll get you there as soon as possible. Yes, sir.
Go ahead and unload over here. Now we are pinned down over here.
Forward. Fire. Smash.
Both of you guys just fire on that guy right there. So they are currently pinned down. So we can get up there to them. We can capture them.
Heads down. Fire. Smash him.
Of course, we're pinned down too. But you guys, start firing on these guys.
We haven't secured the objective yet, Major. Keeping the enemy under mortar fire or moving under cover of a smoke screen could ease our progression.
How about we drop a little bit of smoke here with one of them, and the other one just keep firing. Come on, let's get him pinned down. Right, one's pinned down. Come on, get the other one pinned down. Alright, let's get in there.
Shoot the crowds. Yes, sir. Medic. Fire. Smash him.
Okay, anti-tank. Kind of move you up to the west way and start taking out whatever that is. I think it's just a machine gun or whatever, but I think you can do some damage to it. You machine gun. Get up to this building. You guys. One of you guys get up to this tree line here. Go ahead and smoke in front of... Oh, actually, he's pinned down, so... Why don't you guys go up to him. Alright, these guys are pinned down. Come on, get up there to them. See if we can capture them. Alright, what we got going on up here? Oof, a lot of stuff. You guys sneak over here.
Yes,
You guys sneak up to there. Come at them from different sides. Maybe we can do something with this. Got a lot of requisition points. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's get some stuff requisitioned here. We're gonna want some more anti-tank at some point, so let's go ahead and get the big ones. Have him come up to this road. Prepare to fend off this direction down here. And probably want some more machine guns for the same kind of direction. What else do we want? It's recon. Let's get a couple of basic recons in this in these trees down here. And let's get a jeep to come up this direction, help these guys out with a machine gun. Be able to travel a little bit quicker, of course, not going across the land, but might help them out a little bit. And then let's get some regular. Actually, you know what? Oh, sorry. Kind of wanted the leader, but that's all right. We'll just do these guys. Right, so my guys are pinned down now. Alright, come on, artillery. Blow that guy up. I think he's the only one that's left.
Let's liberate some ladies. Yes, sir. Platoon, formed and ready. Shoot the crowds.
Alright, they're all falling back now. Okay, we got a heavy machine gun there.
Just give us something to burn. Contact with enemies. Nothing to report. Open fire.
Go unload you guys. Let's get you guys come up to this building over here.
Zippo ready.
You guys come up to this tree line here. Should be mostly safe. Meanwhile, you guys are going to come up here and put some suppression fire on them. You guys come up to this tree line here behind him.
Can't take much more of this. Gary's dead.
Oh, you're pinned down. Oh, they're coming up that way already. Wow, I was not expecting them quite that fast, I'll be honest. All right, you go ahead and unload.
This is where you get off.
And you're going to be facing down this direction.
Moving the gun, sir.
Meanwhile, you machine gun, unload, and get in here. You also machine gun, get down here.
Secured. We should bring MGs and AT guns to ambush any German reinforcements.
A couple of you guys come down this direction. Leader, come down here with you guys.
Waiting for orders.
Scout guy, get over here in this tree.
Roger.
Apparently you've been spotted. Get over into these trees. Alright, couple artillery. Come over to this direction.
We'll reposition the guns there, sir.
Anti-tank. Would you come over here? It'll take you a while to get over there, though. Machine gun. Looks like they're coming in from this side. Of course, we got a couple guys over there with us.
At your orders. Lipton, Malarkey, come with me. This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
Actually, supply jeep. You probably have a pretty big.
What do you need, sir?
I don't see your range currently. You know, let's get some more supply. Get a supply right in the middle. Alright, what's going on up here?
Yes, sir. Fire. Smash him. You have a target, sir?
This mortar's in trouble. Probably gonna need another mortar up that direction. Let's get a heavy mortar up, going up there. Alright, got a little bit of defense set up. Not a whole lot, but hopefully it's enough. We gotta start worrying about these guys up here. Alright, can you actually fire now? Looks like you can. Nope, nope, you're still pinned down. Come on, back up then. Back up, back up. Go ahead and unload right there. Should be, yep, out of line of sight. Come on, unload. Go ahead and unload there. It's going to be fine. You're within range. Let's drop some smoke up there first. Because that guy's just going to be trouble if we don't. Pathfinder destroyed. It's no good. Gonna need some more. Just get some more anti-tank guns over here. Let's get something over here on this road, right about here. Alright, so we got smoke on that guy. Let's drop some actual firepower on this guy. He's still got vision though. We didn't get enough smoke on him. Guys, go ahead and fall back if you can. Everything else down here looks okay. So he's pinned down now. Somebody get in there. Get in there, get in there. Go back to just firing on this guy. Alright, so we captured him. Alright, you know what? On that note, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Hopefully we've got a little bit more left of the battle. We can finish it up next time. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again. Hopefully you like this series. If you do, please give me, thumbs up or whatever, comments, whatever you can. But yeah, we're going to go kind of take it nice and easy. I can't do super long episodes because I have a lot of other things going on as well. But hopefully these, these smaller episodes are okay. And yeah, I do appreciate you watching. Thank you and goodbye.